good afternoon, or evening, or morning, whatever it is, whenever you're watching this. I wish you a good that. I wanted to update you a little bit on where we stood as worship services coming up and all of that, and the current situation that we're in. It looks like the government has just made a new recommendation or a new order for gatherings to be restricted to 10 or less people per gathering, and so I don't think it matters very much in regards to our worship services. We did it last week with 10 or less, and so this week we do plan on doing it like that as well. So you can find the service on Vimeo again this week on Sunday morning. It will be posted, and we encourage you to connect. If you had trouble on Sunday to connect to it, or during this week, if you even want to go check that now, and you have trouble connecting with that recording, please let one of the leadership know, and we will try our best to help you to be able to access that as we move forward. That is where we will be posting all of our messages, all of our worship services until further notice. There's a few things that I do want to share with you today. Melissa just texted me, and she was encouraging me to call out to God for my strength and for wisdom. And she said this: we can all come to Him at once, not just 10 at a time. And that is an amazing truth that we as Christians hold to, that we can actually access the Father through Jesus Christ. And all of us can at any time. And He will have time for us. And that is an important thing as we move forward. I want to share with you something that I shared with those that were at the prayer meeting last week, and that is from Colossians chapter 4. I want to read verses 2 through 6 as an encouragement to all of us in this time of uncertainty. Paul, writing from prison, says this: "Devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful." Devote yourselves to prayer. We're going to be cooped up in our homes a little bit more. What better thing to do than to pray, to teach our kids to pray with our kids, to allow our kids to pray. That is an amazing opportunity we have right now. Being watchful. Open your eyes to the needs around you. Open the eyes to the needs of your family. And be thankful that we can still fellowship together with our family, and be thankful that we have these online meetings that we can have. And then it continues, verse 3, "And pray for us too, that God may open a door for our message, so that we may proclaim the mystery of Christ, for which I am in chains." Pray that I may proclaim it clearly as I should. To be honest, that is a prayer that I could really use. I'm not in chains. I don't feel at all like I am being hindered in proclaiming the gospel, but pray that this message would go out clearly, that I can proclaim it clearly as I should. It's one of those things that I've struggled very much to know exactly how to proclaim it. And then after almost every hour, we have a change in plans, and so I find that even in my message preparations, I get very sidetracked very easy. But pray that I may proclaim it. Pray that we may proclaim it as clearly as we should. Then it says this: "Be wise in the way you act toward outsiders. Make the most of every opportunity." Isn't that an interesting statement? We have opportunities. This presents us with opportunities to share the message of Christ to people around us. There are people taking these opportunities for political gain. There's people taking the opportunity to put out their own little conspiracy theory. There's different opportunities that people are taking because of this virus being spread. And let's take this opportunity to point to Jesus. Let's take this opportunity to put our trust further in Him. And then it says, "Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. Be gentle as we speak to other people. Let us be careful what we say. Let's not spout off all kinds of opinions on this thing or that. Let's rather focus on spreading the love and the grace and the message of Jesus Christ to the people around us. People are looking, people are watching. Let's make sure that our conversations are always full of grace. These are the things that we can pray for. These are the things that we can work towards as we are being further quarantined. The message of God is not quarantined. Let's spread that message on social media. Let's spread that message to our children, and let's live out that message in our community and wherever we have influence.